Have
What
a good
date?
day. See you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Bobby Bell versus Tamisha Bell, 2502024. Mr. Bell, your name?
Bobby Bell.
Ma'am, are you Tamisha Bell?
It's Tamisha Morris, actually.
Okay, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
So you were renting out the house to her, correct, Mr. Bell?
Not necessarily renting. She was living there and was supposed to be paying the mortgage while she was living in the house.
Ma'am, did you listen to and understand the rights on the video?
No, I did not. I didn't
Judge,
hear
I don't
anything.
think she connected to the, I can do that really quick if you'd like.
Yeah, why don't you do that? We're going to take a 5-minute recess. We're going to take 5 minutes. I'll be back here at about 10:25 at the latest. Stay seated, everybody. Stay seated. All right. Hamptons versus Temuco White, 2502033.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Ms. White? Ms. White, your name?
I'm here, Temuco White. I was trying to unmute.
All right. Any resolution?
Yes, Your Honor, we have a consent judgment to place on the record. Rent to retain $2,698.67. There's going to be two $50 late fees for $100 total. So a subtotal of $2798.67. Court cost of $176.54 for a judgment of $2,009.25.21. Ms. White is going to pay $1,500 by June 12, the remaining $1,475.21 by June 30, and she gave me permission to sign her name to the judgment.
Do you understand and agree to those terms, Ms. White?
Yes, I do.
So she tells me that you owe $29.25.27 and that you're going to pay $1,500 of that by June the 12th. If you do, you can stay until the 30th, at which point you have to pay the remaining balance. If you miss either one of those payments, you'll be evicted. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Since you're unrepresented by a lawyer, you have 3 business days to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment. You have 10 days to appeal. And do you understand that?
Yes.
And does she have your permission to sign your name to this proposed consent judgment?
Yes.
Okay. I wish you well. She'll submit it. I'll sign it. We'll send it over.
All right.
Good luck
Thank
to you,
you.
man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hamptons versus Jacqueline Terry, 2502034. Ms. Terry, your name? Ms. Terry, your name?
Jacqueline Terry.
Ms. Austin?
Your Honor, Rebecca Austin for plaintiff. We have a consent judgment to place on the record.
Okay.
Rent to retain $2,558.08. There's two $70 late fees for $140. Subtotal $2698.08. Court cost of $176.54 for a judgment of $2,008.74.62. Ms. White is going to pay $1,400 by June 13. The remaining $1,474.62 by June 30. And she gave me permission to sign her name to that judgment.
Is that true, ma'am? Ma'am?
She looks frozen. Oh, there she is.
Ma'am, do you agree to those terms? Ma'am, do you agree to those terms? Jacqueline Terry, do you agree to those terms? Hamptons versus Lorraine Murray and Gary Prit, the third, 2502036. Names,
Rebecca.
please.
Gary
Rebecca
Prit.
Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Murray.
And where's Mr. Prit?
Gary Prit.
Ms. Terry, I'm going to come back to you. You got to be there. All right, let's go on this one. What do we have here?
We have a consent judgment, Your Honor. Rent to retain $2,349.77. $270 late fees for $140, so it's subtotal of $2489.77. Court costs of $221.43, so a judgment of $2,711.20. Defendants are going to pay $1,000 by June 13, and then the balance of $1,711.20 by June 30, and they each gave me permission to sign their name to the judgment.
Is that true, Mr. Prit?
Yes, sir. That is true.
Is that true, Ms. Murray?
Yes.
So do you agree that you owe $2711.20 and that that's due by June the 13th? 1,000 of that is due by then. The balance due by June the 30th. If you make both payments, you can stay. If you miss either one, you have to vacate. If you fail to vacate or pay up on either one of those dates, you will be evicted. Do you understand that, Ms. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. Prit?
Yes.
You have 3 business days since you're unrepresented by a lawyer to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment. And you have 10 days to appeal this. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Does Ms. Austin have your permission to sign your name to this proposed judgment? Mr. Prit?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Murray?
Yes.
Okay, you're all set. Just make those payments and you're all set. Good luck. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Where's Jacqueline Terry? Jennifer, do you see her out there?
No, Your Honor, it looks like she possibly disconnected.
She's going to have to reconnect or come up to the courthouse. I don't know what to tell her. Hamptons versus Robin Hay, 2502042. Robin Hay, your name. You have to start your video. There you go.
How you doing? Yeah.
Name?
Robin Hay.
Any, Ms. Austin, your name?
Rebecca Austin, Your Honor, we have a consent judgment.
Okay.
Rent to retain is $2,000.30. There's $250 late fees, so a subtotal of $2,100.30. Court costs of $176.54 with a total judgment of $2,276.84. Mr. Hay is going to pay $1,100 by June 13, and then the balance of $1,176.84 by June 30. And he gave me permission to sign his name to the judgment.
Is that right, sir?
Yes.
And you agree to that you owe that money, and you understand that if you pay that amount, you can stay. You have to pay $1,100 by the 13th, and if you do, you have to pay the balance by the 30th, and if you do, you can stay in the property. If you miss either one of those payments, you're going to be evicted. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Got it.
You have 3 business days to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment, and you have 10 days to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
And she has your permission to sign your name to the judgment?
Yes.
All right, I wish you well. Good luck. We'll send that over to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know what to do with Jacqueline Terry. Boardwalk versus Stan Young, 2502001. Come on up here. Give me 1 second. Do you have her number by chance, Ms. Austin?
I'll reach out, Your Honor.
Thank you. Your name?
Stan Young.
Counsel?
Good morning, Your Honor. Donald Dusinski on behalf of plaintiff.
Okay, any resolution?
No, not at this time, Your Honor. We're just going to request the trial. Can I say something?
Trial?
Yes, can I say something?
Wait a second. You think you paid everything?
I have it here. That's all I was trying to show him to get an understanding, but he wouldn't allow me to do that. And then I was asking what am I paying for? He said DT, so I asked him, am I paying DT?
DTE, you mean?
Yeah, and I was trying to understand, that's why he confused me. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, let me go
Hang on
back.
a second. What is he in arrears on, rent or DTE bill?
Your Honor, he's in arrears for rent for May. He's claiming that he's always paid his rent in full on time. However, going back until March 1st, that hasn't happened when the DTE bill got attached to his account, and he's only paid $775 going forward. He hasn't taken into account the DTE bill or the $50 or the late fees, unfortunately. And so there's a we went round circle here, unfortunately, and we're getting nowhere because there's only been payments of $775, and there hasn't since March. There hasn't been payments that include the DTE bill and the late fees and the other fees that are on the ledger. So unfortunately, he is behind starting in March because of that.
Okay, can I say something? I never knew about the DTE bill. My DTE bill today is current to 0. So I never knew I owed you guys for DTE bill. What is the payment for the DTE bill? I never knew that, and that's what I was trying to ask you.
Mr. Osinski?
The DTE bill was from November of 2024 through December of 2024, January through February as well.
So how much is that?
And the December through January. So those amounts were totaled $133.01.
Then I can pay that. I didn't know that, but I can pay that.
133.01?
Back from March, and then going from March, we have the late fees that were added, and then the 7-day notice processing fee as well. And we have one late fee.
How much do you think he owes in total?
I'm sorry, Your Honor?
How much do you think he owes in total?
In total, Your Honor, he owes $1,688.01 in rent, plus a court cost of $184.17 for a total due and owing today of $1,872.18.
Okay.
Do you agree to show that amount?
No, because I have this much rent right here. Everything I paid in cash off this app, and it comes electronically to this phone. And I was trying to show him, but he was not willing to look on my phone. He was looking at whatever he's looking at on his end. I don't know that, but I can show it to you right here.
I mean, I don't mind taking a look at it, but I'm telling you what's going to happen. Even if I agree with you, we're going to have a trial. It sounds like there's a dispute as to whether or not the money's been paid.
Okay, so I didn't know about the DTE bill, but I mean, as far as anything else about the rent, I'm normally up on top of that.
Did you pay your June rent yet?
Yes,
You paid your June rent.
yes, it's right here.
Is that right? Did he pay his June rent?
No, Your Honor. May's rent didn't get paid till May 31st, and that's according to him. It's not reflected on my end of the system yet. The last payment I have that's reflected in the system currently is from 4/25.
Is that right? April 25th, is that the last payment until you, hang on, until you made a payment on May 31?
No, every month I
Tell me what date you made your payments.
Okay, so
Give me the day you paid in May.
okay. That would be the 5th month, am I correct?
I don't know what you mean by that. Yes, May is the 5th month.
Right.
When did you pay it?
The 31st.
Okay, well, that's what I just said. That's what he just said. What other day did you pay in May?
Oh, in May?
Yeah.
Okay, that was for June, so
I want to know what date you made your payment in May. You said the 31st. Did you make another payment in May?
So it's kind of, because
I just, listen,
I'm trying to comply with you guys. One second.
you didn't make another payment in May, did you?
Yes, I made.
Besides the 31st? Did you?
No, I didn't make 2 payments in that month.
Okay, so you didn't make any other payment in May other than May 31, right? That's what he just said.
Okay.
Then he said the preceding payment you made was for April. And he's saying the May 31 payment was for May, right?
Yes.
Mr. Osinski, is that right or wrong?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So he's saying you paid that late.
Okay, so I owe late charges for paying that late. That's what
You also owe June payment.
I got June payment.
Which one?
June payment is right here.
Listen to what I'm asking you now. Let's not make this harder than it is.
Okay.
He just got done telling me that the May 31 payment that you made was for the month of May, which would have been due on or before May the 1st. Right, Mr. Osinski?
That's correct, Your Honor.
You didn't make any payment for June yet, did you? Sir?
I didn't. Okay. Let me just say this here.
I don't need you to say anything. I want you to answer my question.
I thought I made this payment for this month because I paid twice in 1 month.
Which month?
It would have been 8/24. One for the 30th and one for
August the 24th?
Yeah, because I wasn't here. So yes, I paid twice.
Look, I'm just setting this for trial.
Okay, that's fine.
You guys can resolve this. You can go check each other's books before then.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Give me a date for trial, Jennifer.
Judge, how far out do you want to go? 2 weeks, the 16th?
16th would be great.
Okay, 10:30.
We're going to set a trial for June the 16th at 8:30. You guys, this will be in person. You have to be in person. Now go back and run all your things and figure out, I don't want to go through this. I don't want you telling me the May 31 payments for May or June and him telling it's for me for May. You're going to have to go back to, how long you been leasing from them?
For about 5 years.
All right, well, you guys should be able to go out and figure out how many payments have been made over the last 5 years. Okay?
Okay.
And I will see you guys here on that date, June the 16th at 8:30. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, at 10:30. At 10:30. Yeah, at 8:30. 8:30. June 16th at 8:30. 8:30 in the morning. Hamptons versus Jacqueline Terry. 2502034. Jacqueline Terry, is she here? She's
No,
not
Your Honor,
here.
I have not had her come back in.
We better adjourn this to June 9th. Defendant to be in person.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Defendant to be in person. Give me a time.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was on a call. Did you need a date? A time, I
Yes.
mean, on which day?
June the 9th.
The 9th?
Wait,
The 9th is 8:30.
yeah, we're gonna tune it to June 9th at 8:30. Okay, 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, have a great day. Thanks.
Too. Do I have, what'd I do with Bobby Bell and Tamisha Bell?
I'm here.
Here.
What'd you guys do now? You told me you listened to and understood the rights, right?
I do.
And how much do you think is owed, Mr. Bell?
Now I got a new statement from Citizens last week. They said the mortgage is $35,028.90. Plus I got a shut off from DTE for $2,556.51, which that total is $37,585.41.
How much were you renting this house to her for, sir?
Excuse me? I didn't hear your question.
How much were you renting the house for? 3,200?
I was nuts. She's just supposed to be assuming the mortgage, taking care of the mortgage, and making sure she paid the mortgage every month while she was there. I was making no money, no profit off of it, or nothing like that.
Were you two
We used to be in a relationship. We used to live.
Slow down. Were you two in a relationship?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And who's in the house is in your name, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
And somehow
And I am on a deed.
She is not.
you were what?
She is not on the deed. She says she's on the deed, but she is not.
I am on the deed.
And either way, that doesn't still make any payments, being paid. She
You
hasn't.
haven't paid the mortgage, ma'am, for 10 months?
Oh.
So let me explain, if I can explain, please. So the house was in bankruptcy, and then the house went from bankruptcy. It was in bankruptcy for almost 2 years, and then it went from bankruptcy to a modification. From a modification to a forbearance. Once again, when it was about to come out of forbearance, then we found the buyer for the house. After we got the payoff to sell the house to the buyer, we found out we were upside down in the house. So now Bobby wants me to go back and pay what he would have gotten if we weren't upside down in the house. We never had an agreement to pay, never had a lease or anything. Yes, I've been in the house. Neither one of us couldn't afford the house. So when the house was in bankruptcy court, and then went into the modification, while the modification was going on, we honestly thought that it was going to go into foreclosure.
Hang on a second. Slow down.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah.
Why did you leave wait a minute. Why did you leave the house, sir?
Because we just didn't work as a couple, We wasn't.
I know, but you own the house and you left the house, and you're telling me she agreed to pay the mortgage while she was living in the house?
She had agreed to pay the mortgage, and she has agreed to leave the house for it's been almost 2 years. She's supposed
Did you agree to pay the mortgage, ma'am?
I did not agree to pay the mortgage,
What did you agree to pay?
What did I agree to pay? Nothing.
Yeah. Nothing? What a great country. You mean you thought he was just going to leave the house, let you stay there for free?
Absolutely not. The house was going into
Ma'am,
foreclosure.
I want you to listen to my question. Stop.
All right.
Stop. Are you telling me, how long ago did you leave the house, Mr. Bell?
It's been over a year, probably a year.
All right, slow down. That's all I wanted to know. You're telling me you left the house, no agreement, and just you can live here until?
No, it was a verbal agreement that she would take care of the mortgage until she was able to leave that house and find her something else. We've had sales for the house a couple of times, and she won't leave the house.
Hang on a second, guys. Wait 1 second.
I am the one who got the sales for the house.
The judge said to wait.
Can I please speak?
Wait.
Okay.
The judge said to wait. That means you don't say anything. Well, I can't say that this isn't something that I've seen happen before. I mean, this is what happens. People think they can commingle, live in different houses together. One owns, one doesn't own. One rents, the other doesn't rent. And now you guys got yourselves in a big pickle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this doesn't seem right. You just can't imagine living in a house that has a $3,500 mortgage payment for free. I mean, this would be a great country. Maybe they'll let me live in their houses in Hollywood for free. I don't know what to tell you two. Don't interrupt me. I think you both better get some lawyers in here that know what they're doing. I'm adjourning this 2 weeks. You guys get some lawyers. That's what you need to do. This is an expensive asset you're talking about. You don't want to lose everything, Mr. Bell. I don't know what the status is. I don't want to know right now. But you gotta, how much is that house worth?
It's work. They did appraisal. They saying like right at 500 now. But she got it so upside down. I had to pay. I would have to pay to sell the house.
I have it upside down.
Hang on a second.
Your
Hang on a
Your Honor,
second.
can I please say something?
Ma'am. I'm not gonna be here to referee this right now. I'm not gonna let you guys squabble across the cameras here, telling one why the other one got it upside down, or he did, or you did, or anybody else did. I'm adjourning this to June the 16th at what time, Jen? And you're gonna
10
come
a.m.
at 10 a.m. and you're gonna come back with some lawyers. And then we're gonna set it for trial. Okay? I mean, you guys are both hurting each other at this point, as far as I can tell. But I don't know all the details, but I'm sure I'm certainly not going to resolve them now. But when
Yeah,
you take-
tell him why you couldn't go to the, I had to get a restraining order on him. He was abusing me. It's a lot of stuff. A
All
lot.
right, hang on.
If you check the records, I've called the police here so many times before.
Ma'am, that's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, because you wouldn't let me talk.
Ma'am,
Okay,
you need to get a lawyer.
yeah.
Was he charged with anything ever?
No, because they could never catch him here. He
All right,
wasn't.
slow down.
No.
You said that you had restraining orders on him.
Yeah.
Did you get PPOs, or were these?
I got a
Hang on, I didn't think I was done talking yet. Did you think I was talking yet?
No.
Would you please stop interrupting me?
Okay.
Did you have charges that you filed against him where he was the defendant in a domestic violence charge?
No, I just
hang on. You said you had a restraining order. Did you go down to Detroit and get a PPO against him?
Yes.
All right. Is that PPO still in effect?
No.
Does that PPO have anything at all to do with the fact that you guys got yourselves in a deep issue here with regard to the loss of this property, whether it's Mr. Bell's owned otherwise, or you own some or don't own some? Do you guys realize does that have anything at all to do with this?
No, can I say this, Your Honor?
Why are you bringing up issues that have nothing to do with the fact that this house is apparently underwater and he thinks that you owe him $35,000?
The reason why I'm bringing it is to establish that he's doing this to be vindictive. That's why.
Might be, and I'm going to hear all that at trial, ma'am. I'm not foreclosing you from arguing anything. I think that this
Yes, he's doing it to be vindictive.
Why are you interrupting me again? Please. He might be. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't.
He is.
All right. Okay. Stop. I'm adjourning this to June 16th.
Look at him. Happy that he made me cry. I'm telling you.
I'm not happy that you keep interrupting
me.
He
is.
I'm not happy that you keep interrupting me.
Your Honor, I'll just leave. I'll just leave.
Hey,
I don't have to
slow
be
down
here or anything. I'll just leave. I don't want to drag this out and have this man in my life anymore.
All right,
just
slow down.
leave.
All I'm telling you is I'm encouraging both of you to get lawyers, and maybe you can actually work together so people don't.
We're not going to be able to. He's crazy. And he's sitting here pretending like he's not. And I know it may seem like that I am because I'm interrupting you, but I have been through a lot when it comes to this man in this house. I dumped my money into this house just like he did.
All right. Then maybe you guys should figure something out. I'm telling you what I'm suggesting. I'm telling you both, you should be here in person June the 16th. I'm telling you, you should come with some lawyers, and then we'll figure out, you know, they can figure things out. June 16th at 10. If you don't want to, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm going to hear you out. You guys come here with lawyers, we're going to set a trial date, or they can resolve it. But I think you need some representation, both of you right now. If you're in danger of losing a house worth $500,000, I don't want to know how much debt you have in it, what your mortgage is or anything else. Just come here June 16th at 10. If it's not resolved that day, I'm setting it for trial. But you're going to have to prove, sir, that she agreed to pay that. If that's what it is. You got some obstacles here, both of you. I'm just telling you both, I think you'd be much better off with a lawyer on June 16th. And then I can set it for trial. You raised your hand, ma'am. Do you have anything else?
I do. I want to ask if I can just leave and not have to come back to court. I don't.
Ladies are scam orders, Your Honor.
What's that?
I put all those names on the thing because she uses several names. I've been to the police or made a report, and they know who she is and how she does, because just like she doing this crime scene now, she'll do some stuff. She spit on me, did all kind of stuff, and then call the police and act like I'm doing stuff to her.
Governor, he is lying.
He
is lying.
Okay.
These dictionaries
Sir,
and filed a report
sir,
so they
He's
would know.
lying.
Sir.
The reason
Ma'am,
he's lying.
ma'am.
Yeah.
He's
lying.
claiming that you owe him money, and he's asking me to evict you. So in answer to your question, if you choose to vacate this case, as far as I'm concerned, he didn't pay for a money judgment. This will be a moot point. He's not suing for a money judgment right now. So you can go consult with a lawyer. I'm not going to give you advice. I strongly think you should consult with a lawyer. I'll see everybody here
The
June
volume went out. I
16th.
can't
Hang on. At 10 o'clock, and that will be in person. Okay, please? In person. All right? We'll see you guys then, June the 16th at 10 o'clock in person. Thank you very much. All right, now, is that it? Do I have Pitaways versus Pitaway here?
Your Honor, I